ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody to an all-new episode of On My Sports. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy John J. And with me as always is my dog, Big Money Sonny. Big Money, what's going on, broski?
Feeling like a champion. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Big moves. Go Big Blue. I see the fit. It's perfect timing for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all had a wonderful week. It was a fire week in sports this week, ladies and gentlemen. And congratulations to the National Champion Michigan Wolverines. Man, they did their thing, broski. Shout out to Shawn Michaels, LFG. Let's fucking go, baby. Yes, sir. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all know we got a special show for y'all today. It's finna be primarily football for good reason. But before we get into that, I just want to jump into a few headlines and go over them real quick. So you may or may not heard Ja Morant suffered a season-ending injury in practice on Saturday. So he had to have labrum surgery. So shout out to Ja. We wish you a speedy recovery. Definitely hope to have you back and better than ever. Aside from that, this one was interesting. Big Money, did you see? The internet has been dogging the man Ryan Garcia. Apparently his wife gave birth to a child, and an hour later announced his divorce. I want to take a second to talk about this one for a minute, because they've been killing your boy online. And I got to be honest, before I rush to judgment, I feel that more information is needed. I'm not finna jump and call him a piece of shit like they are online. Because the first thing I thought of, that baby came out black as hell. What's up, Dad? Big Money, what you think about that story, man?
I couldn't agree more, because we got to pump the brakes. The world need to pump the brakes. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors in that whole relationship. She could be a super slut. It could be a black baby, a white baby. We don't know. Like, let's just chill. We don't know what he's going through. We all know Ryan suffers from mental health issues. So let's just chill and give that man some privacy to deal with his situation. But that was the first thing I thought, bro. I was like, ooh-wee. That baby came out and it was not Latino. It was
But it also could be that maybe they had problems beforehand and that was already in the works, and he just didn't announce it till after the child was born.
Right.
I don't know. There could be other variables in that, so I'm not going to rush to conclusion, but
I even announce it.
Facts.
He must already got her. He must have already replaced her, and his new 𝓿𝓼 was like, I need you to commit, announce it to the world.
Ain't it? Tell the world about it. She wants some clout. But in other news, shout out to Tiger Woods, the legend. I don't know if y'all heard that this week him and Nike parted ways after a 27-year relationship. Man, that's a long relationship, broski. I definitely hope the best for Tiger Woods, y'all. But yeah, you know, their relationship with him and Nike was renowned, you know, big money deal. And like I said, 27 years, that's a long time. Long ass time.
Yeah,
so.
I was shocked. This shocked me, bro. I couldn't believe they ended it like, well, you're as big as Tiger and Jordan, and you don't leave. You know what I'm saying? You stay. Like, it's lifetime.
It's supposed to be lifetime. Even maybe get your own brand afterwards.
Lifetime deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't get that one. Like, maybe Tiger's so big, like maybe he's going Lonzo, LaMelo, LeVar, he's doing his own thing. Maybe he's going big baller brand type shit. Who knows? But I'm like, damn, that's tough, man. That's a blow for the
Yeah,
brand.
big time, big time.
And
And
I used
oh,
to
go ahead.
love. I never really was a golf fan until Tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to love when he was young and in contention and them Sundays when he be going for the victory. That red shirt. It was always that red shirt with the black pants, black Nikes, and the black hat. He'd be in attack mode. Like, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
Shout
no
out Tiger.
doubt, no doubt. That was iconic. Him and Nike. You know what I'm saying? That was a pairing that you just. It was just like waking up and eating breakfast. Tiger and Nike.
Right.
You know?
You remember that commercial when he first came out and he was like, oh, his first press conference when he went pro, him and his pops was up there, and he was like, I guess Hello World, and then they went on that whole Hello World campaign. It was
Yeah.
leg- it was legendary. I never forget it. Man, shout out Nike, man. I'm a Nike endorser. You know what I'm saying? Team Nike. I would never leave. I don't know what's going on over there. I hope they ain't doing dirty like they did Kyrie.
Facts. Facts. And in other news, how about this, man? It was announced that we got an upcoming fight with Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. Looks like that's gonna take place this spring. Big money. What you think about this fight? You looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know Anthony Joshua gonna come in there and try to handle and stand on business, unlike Tyson Fury. It's gonna be a better fight. It's gonna be entertaining. Somebody get knocked out. Somebody get knocked out this fight. I can't wait.
Yeah,
He
you
gonna try
think?
to knock out Ngannou, and Ngannou gonna try to knock him out. It's gonna be great, bro. I can't wait
Do
for
you
this
have
one.
an early favorite?
Man, you know what? Ah, it's gonna shock people, but I got Ngannou. I got
Ooh,
Ngannou.
okay,
Sleeping this dude. Sleeping him. He
okay.
gonna sleep him. Cause I mean, I don't know, but I just feel like it because Tyson Fury is a way better fighter than Anthony Joshua. You saw we thought he won that fight. So just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I will say, one, it wouldn't surprise me either way. I think this fight could go either way. And Ghana was impressive against Fury, but right now, in the beginning, just first thought, I probably would have to say Anthony Joshua, um, because we know styles make fights, and Anthony Joshua is a little bit more mobile than Tyson Fury. Uh, Definitely a lot more athletic. You know, Fury was kind of bumbling and stumbling and around, and it didn't seem like he really took it that serious. And I
Yeah.
think Anthony Joshua is he got a little bit better look about himself right now. I'm still not 100% sold
Nah,
on
he
his
got something
heart,
to prove. You're right. You're
but
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he got a little different look now.
Tyson, Tyson Fury, like you said, bro, he took his foot off the gas and got caught. And maybe he had a concussion that night. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He hit him on the top of the head. That's a hard punch. But
Yeah,
Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying, he gonna come in there and try to rep. So he might knock his ass out. But he might get caught trying to knock him out. That's what I think.
that's the
But
thing. If he get caught, Ngannou
yeah,
power is
see,
nasty.
like Ngannou didn't hit Tyson Fury flush. He just caught him, bam, and knocked him down. But Anthony Joshua, I feel like you said, everything you said is true. He's more athletic, more mobile, and he should be able to wear him down if he runs a lot. You know what I'm saying? Wear him down and catch him. But my thing is like, or if he come in there and he's so much bigger than him and he looks so much better than him, he go in there, he get in the pocket and he throw one and he slip it, and then he get his punch off and he land it. I think that's the end of the fight right there.
Yeah, you're right. It could be.
Yeah.
And last but not least, before we get into this football talk, um, the Warriors forward Draymond Green revealed that Adam Silver talked him out of retirement. So apparently, after Draymond got suspended, he threatened to retire. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first heard this story, it almost pissed me off. I'm like, if that ain't the softest shit, like, hey, like really, dude, things didn't go your way, and you just decided you finna just say fuck it and quit. Like, come on, that was a bad look amongst a sea of bad looks for Draymond.
Yeah, I could not believe it. I was like, so let me get this straight. You lost them. I mean, this is how I feel. I don't know how everybody else feels. Draymond Green is the sole reason for the 3-1 comeback against Cleveland. He lost it, let Bron bait him. They stole the momentum. Golden State never got it back. If Draymond don't do that, they probably get them boys up out of there in 5.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole got his money and said that you wasn't going to be a Golden State Warrior for that much longer. You knocked them out. And then you punched Nurkic. So they suspend you and tell you need some help. And then you turn around and say, you know what? I can't take this. This is too much. I need to retire. I'm going to retire. Bro, all they asked you to do was quit beating up people and go talk to somebody because you might have anger management issues. And your response to that was, you know what? This is too much for me. I think I'm going to retire. Right. Bro, my first thought was they should have never gave you niggas money. My God. Bro, he just signed a 4-year, $100 million deal last year. So you going to walk away from $75 million because you don't want to quit fighting? Bro, you need to go talk to somebody for real, like they said, bro.
For real.
It's something
it's I see it as fake thug syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Because he's selective with it. I was just looking at some old footage of back in the day. He kind of almost got into it with Ron Artest, but stopped it real quick. Stopped it real quick. He ain't want that smoke.
Bro, he acted like he wanted it, and then when they blew the whistle and they was face to face, he was like, yeah.
Artest like, nah, was like, why we got to do all this?
Okay, Artest was like, okay. I was like, yeah, man. Yeah.
So it's real selective. You a selective thug.
Right. He a double agent. Watch him, bro. Like, watch him when he plays, too. Like, when he gets back and he playing. Watch when they play the Lakers. Watch how he's a double agent and be helping LeBron. Like, Steph be looking at him like, what? Man, I'm tired of Draymond, bro. He's so whack, bro. I feel like he make me think about when my dad had moved to Michigan back in the Gap, and I was out there. I went out there, and I was on my cousin and them AAU squad, and they got in. You go to Chicago, they rough ball players. They thoroughbreds in Chicago. I'd have been throughout the AAU circuit, Philly, Chicago, New York, Detroit, bro, Michigan, everybody, bro. They used to have teams full of Draymonds. They were so thorough, so tough. You know what I'm saying? He remind me, bro, what you said is so real. I had a chin check somebody one time. I got threw out of game and everything, but I had to 2-piece somebody, and the whole team folded. It was crazy. I was so emotional. I was mad at myself. I couldn't believe I did it. But my dad and them was like, man, look at the team. I'm sitting in the bleachers, though, like, I let the team down. But they was like, look, you messed everybody's head up. They ain't really about that. Look at them. They was all over there like, why does it have to be like that? The coach, everybody, bro. I was like, yeah, they really ain't. That's that intimidation factor. But when you run across somebody who really with the shit, you really don't want it like that. That's real, bro.
Facts.
Straight up.
Facts.
Motherfucker, I was one of them kids, bro, didn't like all that contact. I was fancy, trying to embarrass you, you know what I'm saying, on my AI shit. These motherfuckers over here, I don't like all that shit, bro. I done gotten somebody's face, nigga, trying to mush me out. Now I got ejected. But it shook their whole team, though. They was undefeated and everything in the tournament. Bro, he's whacked for that, bro. Like, I don't even see him the same. If I'm Golden State, I'm trading his ass. He's trade bait. I see what we can get on the market for Draymond.
If you can
Maybe
get
we can get
anything,
KD.
they might be
Maybe we
stuck
can send him to
with
Phoenix.
contract.
Send him to Phoenix for KD. Bring KD back.
They gonna give you Bradley Beal.
Nah, for real.
It ain't happening.
Nah,
But y'all know what time it is. Let's get into what y'all been waiting for. And just side note, real quick. If y'all listening, I switched up my microphone, so I don't know if my sound is better or worse or anything. But so if you watching along and it sounds bad, let me know. I'll switch back. But aside from that, Shawn Michaels say Wolverines, man, and y'all fire as fuck. Appreciate that, Shawn Michaels.
Appreciate the love out there, man.
But yeah, man. Let's get into it. Them Michigan Wolverines, man. Hail to the champs, man. Hail to the victor. What did you think about that game, Big Money? I know you a diehard.
Bro, I was elated. I was happy. For some reason, I was happy for the Fab Five. It was crazy. I don't even know why, bro. It's like, what? Why am I thinking about Jalen Rose and Chris Webber and them? You know what I'm saying?
In all honesty, anytime anything Michigan comes up, football, basketball, whatever, like, my mind goes there too. I always think about the Fab Five. I think that's what my love for Michigan initiated.
That's where it started, bro. That's hey, I was just so happy though for everybody, all the seniors that came back, Harbaugh, because I know they about to hit him with these sanctions so he can get up out of there, run the bag up on the next level. I was just happy, bro, and I was really surprised that at the score, and I was surprised that like how they like just came out and jumped out on them like that. I thought for some reason I gave Washington too much respect, bro, because of Michael Penix and what he's been doing. And I was kind of spooked, like maybe they're going to jump out on us. We're going to try to run the ball and they're going to come out throwing. But it was the complete opposite. And I was yelling. I'm surprised they even got my voice today because I should be hoarse as much as chest bumping and shit. I was talking so much shit. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was. And
happy, bro.
I thought it was going to be a lot closer too, which it was for a little while. But man, I felt bad for Michael Penix. He physically got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, they roughed him up, bro. It was cold. And like,
go ahead.
Oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, and that I wanted Michigan to win, obviously, because I'm repping today, but I also, and it can only be one winner, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. But I didn't want what happened to Penix to happen. I didn't want him to lose and look bad. He looked bad. So he's going to take a little hit, but it's early in the offseason. He can get back. He can get back up there. His stock can rise, but his stock definitely fell. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, they put that pressure on him. They didn't sack him a lot, but they was right in his face and they was hurrying his throws. And his number one asset, his NBA or his NFL talent. Like I always look at the kids in college when they coming out, and I'm like, what's their NFL talent? What's going to get them to the next level? And when they get there, if they're put in the right position, can they use their NFL talent and excel? His talent to me was his accuracy. He's so accurate, bro. And he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They messed up his timing. And like I said, I think they only sacked him like 2 or 3 times, but they hurried him. They got him off his spot. Times when they was hanging in and it looked like it was a 7-point game and they had opportunities. They just couldn't capitalize because the defense was pressuring them. They was in his face. And then it was like it was hurrying his thought process. You could tell because like he was so uncomfortable in the pocket. There was times where he should have just stepped up, take 1 or 2 steps up into the pocket, and then you got a receiver running wide open. Like they was bracketing, they was disguising coverages real nice, but he could have hit him a few times. Like you saw, he overthrew dude on that fourth down. That should have been a walk-in touchdown.
Yeah.
And then that last interception he threw, even though the game was pretty much over, they was up 14 with like 4 or 5 minutes to go. Instead of throwing into all that coverage, all he had to do was just take a step up and hit dude over there. He was one-on-one. It was crazy, but the defense, shout to the defense and the coordinator and the whole game plan, the way they schemed it, it was completely different than what we saw against Alabama. You know what I'm saying? They played Milroe because he's predominantly a runner. They played him a different way. And the way they came at Penix was even crazier. I didn't expect that, bro. It was a pleasant surprise. It was crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, like you, the first thing I thought about was that draft stock. Uh, Definitely wanted Michigan to win. Was surprised at how easily they made it look in the second half.
Damn.
But yeah, like
Damn.
you said, they forced them to make a lot of inaccurate throws, and that's been his bread and butter. We knew how strong the Michigan running game and defense was, so that's not really a surprise. But yeah, just how flustered he looked was kind of a surprise, especially for a 6-year senior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although this is the first time in your championship, the first time you in this type of championship situation, but you've been playing ball for longer than everybody, basically.
You older than everybody.
Yeah, so that was surprising. But you also got to realize the Pac-12, they ain't used to defenses like that, so they in for some shit when they come when next season when everything change up and they go to the Big Ten,
Uh, they're
they
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to recruit
adjust quick.
defense.
Like, yeah, they out physical them. I'm talking about, and it was surprised. What else surprised me was the offensive line play from Michigan. Like Washington came in and they were like touted as the better offensive line, but
Best in the
Michigan,
country.
them boys stepped up. They rushed for like 312 yards. That's ridiculous. I didn't see that coming either. I was like, gee,
Yeah,
man. And bro, the way they coach, they always got something. Like every game this year, Team 144 came out and they hit you with a play that you had no idea when it was coming, but you knew they was gonna do it maybe once or twice. But when was they gonna do it? And normally they save it for the end, like how they did Alabama. They played Alabama how they played them, and then it was 4th and 2. I don't know if you remember. They was backed up on their own 30, and they went for it on 4th and 2. But they pulled this play out, and it was wicked. It was a bootleg this way, but Corum wheel routed out. They hit him on the run. I got him.
yeah.
Yesterday they pulled it, but they did it in the first half with the safety number 7. What was his name?
Um,
They threw him in the backfield and
it
he
wasn't
gashed
Johnson,
them
was it?
2 long runs. Bam, bam. Dude is a safety, bro. He's a safety, but he's that fast. They threw him back there in the backfield. I was like, what the hell? And they hit him. Boom, boom. I was like, woo. And
Yeah,
that was great coaching. The Michigan coaching staff this year they was on one. They was in their bag, bro. Every game they had one play, but it was like when was they gonna do it? Was they gonna do it at the beginning, the third quarter start, or was they gonna do it at the end? It was crazy. They hit them early with that twice, and they gashed them. I was like, ooh. And when you look back on it, that's all they needed to win. The game came down to those. It was 14-3 that quick, and that's really all they needed to win the game. That was crazy. I was like, damn. Like, man, like that's what I love about football, the X's and O's of it. Like my first love is basketball, but I love the X's and O's of football. Like I see it like when I play Madden and all that, how you play when you're the quarterback, you play as the quarterback, but I see it as the offensive coordinator. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's what I love about football, the X's and O's. Like because like when you really like get into the mental aspect of it, it comes down to execution and taking what they give you. Meaning like you call a play, you come up there, and if you can read the defense and see what they in, you like, oh, I got something for it, but they might be disguising it. So if they disguise it, this is what I got for them too, and everybody's on the same page and everybody knows it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Can't nobody stop you when you playing like that. Like it's like that's what they mean. Like when they say the game's slowing down for him and he's seeing it different. That's what they mean. Like it's like you're in the Matrix. It's so fast. The game is so fast. But for you, you hike the ball and everything's slow. Like you seeing it like Spider-Man. Somebody swinging on you like, but you like you looking at the punch. You looking at them like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I love about football, bro. The X's and O's of it, like it's crazy. Like
Yeah,
it,
no
it
doubt.
really, it's really the one sport where coaching matters. So Harbaugh just that's why he hired Don Yee. He's gonna go get that bag, bro. Cause he put everything on display, put it all on display, bro. Like he's not Nick Saban, and he's not the master of coach, the master of college football. He's better than Nick Saban because he won a national championship, beat Nick Saban, but he's excelled. Nigga, he was with the 49ers and we went to in 4 years, we went to three NFC championship games and a Super Bowl with that man. He's next level, bro. For real. Like people forgot. Like I heard him say something last night, like now I can sit at the big boy table. Like, bro, you should for me, he should have always been at the big boy table. Are you kidding me? He might not have won that Super Bowl, bro, but come on, bro. His resume is impeccable. He could go anywhere, bro. I don't care where he goes. And I know we're gonna get to that later. Like he could turn any organization around, any franchise. The worst, whoever the worst franchise is right now in the NFL, the Washington Commanders, the Carolina Panthers. He go there, bro, and everything changes, bro. He's gonna bring this culture, and he sets the standard day one, bro. I swear, I love Harbaugh, bro. Wherever he goes, I'm gonna pull for him silently because he's not gonna be a 49er no more. But I'm always rooting for the kid.
Yeah, no doubt. So, and like you said, we're gonna definitely talk some more about coaches later on in the episode. But just real quick, with all that being said, what do you think is next for Harbaugh? Do you think he's gone? You think he's coached his last game for the Wolverines?
Yeah, because I don't think like I don't know for sure, but I feel like he's out of there because of what's coming, like the punishments and stuff. The NCAA said there was a level 1 violation they found out, and that's at least 8 games. They're gonna hit him. Like, I don't think he want to deal with that no more, like for real. So I'm thinking he's going back to the next level. Las Vegas, LA, somewhere big time. I wish it would have been in a perfect world. It would be Chicago. Like he went to his alma mater and got him right, got a chip, and now let's go back to Chicago where I played. You know what I'm saying? I played at Michigan. I played in Chicago. Come on, man. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. I think if he was gonna stay, he would have signed that contract a long time ago. I think he on his way up out of this thing. And
Yeah,
what better resume boost can he add? Can he have but to add a national title to it on the way out? So, yeah, I
no
think he's
doubt.
about to skate. But okay, so now let's get into the big boys. It's time to talk some NFL playoffs. The matchups are officially set,
Ooh,
and it
are we
all
here now?
goes down starting this Saturday, ladies and
We here
gentlemen.
now. We here now, baby. We
We
here
here
now.
now, yes sir, yes sir.
Woo.
And just real quick, shout out to those Jacksonville Jaguars and that epic collapse. I had remember I sent you a text during the week about I guess earlier in December they had announced playoff tickets was ready to go and all of that, and then it didn't age well. Didn't
Yeah.
age well. But
Bro, they was 8-3. I can't believe they was 8-3. They was 8-3. You remember that, bro? They was 8-3.
yeah, that's why I said it was an epic collapse. I didn't see
Bro,
that coming.
it's like I know this ain't a topic, but I just want to ask you something real quick.
Go ahead.
Trevor Lawrence a bust?
No,
Because
I
you
wouldn't
remember
say
how
he.
they hyped him. They
Yeah,
hyped
yeah,
this dude like he was the next best.
generational.
He was
They
the
said he was the
next
best
great
thing
one.
since Andrew Luck. The same things they said about
Yes,
Caleb Williams. I will
bro.
say
Yeah.
no. I don't think he's a bust. Um, he's still a good quarterback. He threw for over 4,000 yards last year. I didn't look at his stats this year, but he threw for over 4,000 yards last year. Led them to the playoffs. Um, but he is not the savior like they want him to be. I think he is a good quarterback, and he still has a lot of room to grow. He's still ascending, but kind of took a step back this year, and he definitely got his ass beat too. I think they're gonna have to tighten that line up.
No
But
doubt.
yeah, I wouldn't say he's a bust because he's been good, just not what they expected him to be. He's not Jesus. He's not football Jesus.
Right.
Um,
Like
but
my
let's
little
go.
brother was telling me, my brother Serge, shout out Serge, he was telling me he thought he was a bust because like he's been in the league now some years and he's looking at CJ Stroud and he's like, man, CJ Stroud is better than Trevor Lawrence right now.
I do agree that Stroud is better, but I
And he
don't I
got
don't think
more
that means he's
weapons.
a bust.
He got no, I don't think he's a bust. I'm with you, bro. No, he's not a bust, but it's time to talk. Like it's time to talk about him. Like what the hell? Like we thought you was better than bro. We thought he was way better than that. That's crazy. Like they was acting like he was Sunshine from fucking uh the Titan movie with Denzel and them. That's how they was like, hey, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Like, bro, they was gassing him. You know how the media do. He got the long hair. He right after Deshaun just won a chip, bro. They was like, nah, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. I was like, what? It's time to have that conversation about him, though. Like, what is he, though? Like, for real, like, he got more weapons than CJ Stroud. He got an offensive minded, man, he got a Super Bowl champion, Doug Peterson. They went out and got Calvin Ridley. He got Christian Kirk. He got more, bro. Man, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
Yeah, no, they
man.
definitely should have been a lot better. But I mean, I know he did get hurt late in the season, and I think that affected him a lot too. But in my opinion, like I say, he's not that guy that they claim he would be. I never really expected him to be though. I watched a lot of him in Clemson. I did like him coming out, but I it could be my bias, but I thought that Justin Fields was a better prospect because I thought that he could do
Bro,
more
we
athletically
watched
and he
that
didn't.
game. We watched it. I tell everybody who will listen, I watched that game with you. We was working and we was watching it on your joy. You had the big boy Samsung with the iPhone, bro. That's when I became a fan of Justin Fields. I was like, wait a minute. He's outplaying Trevor Lawrence and then knocked him out. I was like, man, Trevor Lawrence went on to become the number one pick. But I was like, man, this dude is better than Trevor. So I always had like in the back of my mind, I was looking at Trevor's side eye, like I don't know, they might be gassing him. I didn't think he was Mitch Trubisky, like nothing like that. I knew he could play. He ain't no scrub. I ain't saying that. I'm just like they overhyped him. Andrew Luck and all them comparisons. I was like,
Yeah, he's
no, no,
not a savior.
right.
But I do believe you can win with him. And I think it's still early, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, 3 years is when you want to see that improvement. But if I'm not as overly critical on Justin Fields, granted, way different situation, but if I'm not as critical on
Way
Justin
different.
Fields, I can't be
Right.
more critical on Trevor Lawrence
Yeah,
because
I
so
can't.
far he's
I
done
feel
more
like
in the
you could
NFL.
though. I feel like you could be more critical of him because he's been with Doug for 2 years. But I feel you because he had Urban Meyer and that was a train wreck. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. But
So
Justin, though, Justin gets the complete benefit of the doubt from me. I don't know about everybody else because he's over there and they complete ineptitude. Just yeah, it's just they don't even know what they got over there. Like for real.
Yeah, no doubt. But let's go ahead and jump into these matchups, man.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
The first game this coming Saturday is gonna be the Cleveland Browns at the Houston Texans. Man, that boy
That's
CJ
a
they
good
made
one.
it, man. CJ they made it, and shout out to them, man. You talking about cheering? I was so happy when they won the division. I couldn't, man. It was a dope moment, and I'm definitely
Love
happy for
CJ
him and proud
Stroud,
of him
bro.
because he put together an amazing season, amazing rookie season, and if he hadn't got hurt, I think he was gonna smash all them rookie passing records.
Yeah, for
But
sure. I
man,
love.
let's get into this game though, man. What are your expectations? How do you think this thing is gonna go down with them?
Bro, you know what? It's crazy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, it's championship time. You know what I'm saying? It's championship time. It's the playoffs. So, with that being said, I'm locked into my team, and I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Straight up. I feel
Well, you
like,
got to for the sake of this show
oh, I
though.
know. That's where I'm going. That's where I was going for the sake of the show. I give a fuck, but in reality, in the real man, I don't give a fuck about nobody. And this is why, bro. Like, I feel like as a fan, if I'm rooting for somebody to win and I'm like, nah, they gonna win, and then we end up playing them, I feel like I done jinxed my team because I was rooting for them at one point, and now I'm like, it's
Well,
crazy.
I
But
get that, but
yeah,
I
so
totally
I'm like, fuck
understand. But
all, fuck
I need
everybody. But
unbiased breakdown for this.
nah, for real. This is this, bro. If people look at this game and think, it's the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns, nah, man, y'all got this shit fucked up. Like casual fans, they gonna be like, nah, this is a great matchup. And it's so hard for me to pick because I love D'Amico Ryans. I got love for CJ Stroud, but I also know that the Cleveland Browns beat the 49ers and the Ravens, both number one seeds in each respective conference. Bro, this is tough, tough, tough. It's
Yeah,
in Houston. It's in Houston. They won the division. Cleveland is the road team. Joe Flacco's playing out of his mind, but he turns the ball over a lot. It's tough, bro. I'm gonna go with Cleveland though. I think Cleveland's gonna go in there and take it. They gonna make it ugly. They gonna make it ugly, bro. It's crazy.
yeah. I will have to say that I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I'm gonna pick Cleveland, and reason being is, well, for one, I'm gonna be cheering and rooting for Houston. I want them to win, like you said, D'Amico Ryans, and I'm a huge CJ Stroud fan.
Love CJ
I love
Stroud.
his game. I love his attitude, the way he carries himself. You just can't help but to want that kid to win. Um, but with that being said, it's this is the playoffs, and it comes down to who do you trust more. And for me, I'd have to say Joe Flacco because he's won it. He's been there a bunch of times before. Not only him, but that Cleveland team. You know, that defense has been there, and that defense is stout. And I almost feel bad for what CJ might have coming his way.
Nah, for
But
real. Woo.
and the Cleveland Browns have just been hot down the stretch. But I'll be the first one cheering if the Texans win this. But I'm gonna have to say Houston. I mean, I'm gonna have to say the Cleveland Browns gonna take this one. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper and David Njoku. He's turned
Joe.
Njoku into an all-world tight end. The skill,
Yes.
like Njoku, is somebody that we all, well, I know I did, and I believe I've heard it before from others, but it's somebody who always was underachieving as a tight end. I thought Njoku should have been one of the elite tight ends. Just he's so
Yeah,
athletically gifted.
bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought when Odell and Landry was there with Baker, I thought they was gonna get all the attention and he was gonna eat. I thought he
Exactly.
was gonna be like, I thought he was gonna be up there with Kittle and Kelsey and them. I really did. I really thought that, bro. I was surprised. Like, you're right, bro.
But
Yeah.
that's also proof that it takes the right relationship, so to speak. I mean, if you look at, we talked about Jacksonville. Evan Ingram was not this Evan Ingram when he was with the Giants, but he could have been.
Facts.
He had the
Ooh,
skill set, but they wouldn't hit him. Or either the quarterback wasn't hitting him, or he wasn't getting the plays, or whatever the situation is. It didn't look like it looks now when he went over to Jacksonville. He goes to Jacksonville and he's all world. And we seeing that again. Now that Joe Flacco is there, he trusts David Njoku, and David Njoku is, you know, rewarding that trust.
hell yeah.
Shawn Michaels say big facts, Jay. Appreciate that, Shawn. But
Yeah, bro. That facts.
I,
Woo,
yeah,
that
I think that relationship was just money. Or we can go to my squad. DJ Moore been in the league for about 5 years. He had some bad quarterbacks, but he goes over there and links up with Justin Fields. Their relationship is like that. He has his best season: 96 catches, 1,300 yards, 8 TDs. So
hey,
relationships is everything in that situation, and having somebody believe in you, unwavering belief. So
facts.
with that being said, I'm gonna have to go with the Browns and the Texans. I don't. I believe that Tank Dell is still out, and I think that's a big threat. If you could have had him along with Nico Collins, we might be talking about something. But I think that Cleveland gonna find a way to nullify Nico. I don't think he gonna get off like he has been in this game.
Mm.
That defense is championship caliber.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's why I took them. My heart is telling me I want to go with the Texans because I love everything about them. And I love the fact that they're a destination again. I think motherfuckers gonna be trying to get there. It's gonna be crazy, bro. In a minute, 3 or 4 years. But right now, at this moment, Cleveland, man, that number one defense, they've been number one all year, back and forth. I just think that the running game, they run the ball, that defense, yeah, they should win it, bro. I got to get on the
Yeah,
edge.
I think they better equipped in this situation. But
Yeah.
so moving on, and it's just to let y'all know, we got all AFC on Saturday. Then we got a mix of NFC, AFC on Sunday, and then Monday we got NFC games. But the next game on Saturday will be the number 6 Dolphins at the number 3 Chiefs,
Woo.
and this we seen this matchup earlier in the season in London, or was it Germany? Germany.
What Germany?
I
Yeah.
think it was Germany. Yeah. We saw this matchup earlier in the season, and the Chiefs were victorious. So I got two questions for you on this one, because not only is this a good primetime game, but it also was announced that this game is going to be streaming on Peacock instead of national television, which I'm gonna be honest, got a lot of people pissed off at the NFL.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
pissed off. I
yeah,
text you and was mad as fuck. Like, please tell me, bro. And then I had to call you. I was so mad. Like, bro, like, what? Are they just saying it? I was so hoping that you was gonna be like, bro, nah, you just reading it wrong. It's streaming, but it's still gonna be available on NBC. I was so wanting to hear it.
I wish I could until I read the article saying that the Peacock offered or gave the NFL 110 million for this game. Money talks. But it's unfortunate because this is a major primetime game. Tyreek Hill going back to KC in a playoff game. This should be for the world to see. And I feel
Yeah,
like the NFL is going to take a huge hit ratings wise for this, because ain't nobody buying Peacock just for that.
hell nah. You right, bro. They gonna take a
Unless,
hit.
unless, and I tell you what, I do. I might, on some evil genius type shit, I might look and see if Peacock got a free trial for that week. Get that bitch and then cancel it right after the game. Hey, shit. Which, hey, that could be something that they expected. So we'll
That
see.
nigga.
But as far as the game is concerned, what's your take on it? Who do you think comes out? You think it's gonna be anything like we saw earlier?
Nah, it's gonna be a little different than the Germany game. The Germany game, I don't know if you remember it, but the Chiefs was up 21-0 real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyreek was popping a lot of shit going into that game. So I expected Pat and them to look the way they looked, and that was their best game of the season as far as like how they look. They look like the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the year with all the drops and all that, they look like the Chiefs that we've come to know and love. But that game, oh, they look like the Chiefs. But see, that was in a dome and everybody was there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was there except A-Chan. This time we're going to Kansas City, we're going to Arrowhead, and everybody's a little banged up. Tyreek's banged up, Waddle's out, Mostert's out.
Yeah.
They missing Chubb. They missing two linebackers. Xavier and Howard ain't gonna be there. The weather is gonna be 12 degrees for the high, and it's gonna feel like zero. The only one of them that's equipped to play in that is Tyreek. He's been there. He used to play there. He won chips there, so he's gonna know what to do. But the rest of, bro, it's gonna get ugly, bro. I see the Chiefs beat these boys down again, but it ain't gonna be like how it was in Germany. Ain't nobody really popping no shit. But it's the great Pat Mahomes, and he's on a title defense, which I don't think, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna win the title or even defend it that long. But for this game, they get the dub. I think they win this game just because they're at home, just because it's so cold. It's gonna be so windy. Tua gonna be the trajectory gonna be off of that left hand spiral. The Chiefs just gonna win it, bro. The defense is better. The Miami offense is better, but the Chiefs got the defense. I feel like they gonna win that game, bro.
Yeah. Once again, I'm inclined to agree with you, and I just gotta say, I hope that at some point when I go over this list, hopefully we have something we disagree on. This show ain't gonna be fun if we agreeing on everything, but
No doubt.
I gotta rock with you on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dolphins they kind of limped into the playoffs. They damn near missed it. Um, it you could tell those injuries played a big role. The second half of the season was definitely not like the first for the Dolphins, and they all heading into a situation where nobody has been in except for Tyreek, and Eli Apple. Um, so yeah, I definitely got to roll with the Chiefs. The Dolphins,
Forgot about Eli
even with
Apple.
the injuries, do still have the better offense, but that Chiefs defense has been stout all year. It's been actually the best part of their game. Shout out to
They've been
Shawn
carrying
Michaels. He
it.
said Chiefs for the win. Definitely rocking with you on that one,
Hey,
Shawn
you made
Michaels.
me realize early in the year when I was venting on here about their struggles. You made me really look at them for what they really were. You told me, you was like, bro, the defense really been carrying them. They was 6-1 at the time, and I was like, they're the weirdest 6-1 team. They shouldn't be 6-1. And you was like, man, low key, it feels like Pat's kind of off this year for whatever reason, and the defense is carrying them. And I remember when you said it, it was early. I was looking like, but when I really tapped in, I was like, oh shit, that is the case for real. That was the case all year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, and shout out to Chris Jones. He got him a little extra little bonus for getting his 10th sack on the season. So he's definitely a happy man. But I think we're gonna get a strong dose of Pacheco in this game. I'm expecting him to have a big game.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, shout out to them and NFL with this Peacock. Y'all can kiss my ass with that, but I
They
digress.
fucked.
Definitely want to see this matchup though.
Yeah.
So moving on, and we probably gonna agree on this one too, but but moving on to Sunday, the last AFC game, AFC wild card game, will be the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. What's your take on this one, Big Money?
I want to say the I want to say the Bills is gonna win. But there's something janky about Mason Rudolph. You been watching him? Have
Yeah,
you seen him?
Yeah, I have.
Like they
I
look
watched those
different.
last few.
He's trash. Like Mason Rudolph is a scrub to me, but for some reason he been getting them. He been scoring the ball with these boys, and
He's looked good.
he's throwing. He's throwing it to Pickens a lot. Like, and they look formidable for the first time on offense. But without TJ Watt's been ruled out. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Buffalo
that
should get
that
up out.
hurts. And I
Buffalo's so janky though, bro. It's like
yeah, but
they
one
play
thing,
him.
what I will say though about Buffalo, and I'm with you. I think Buffalo is gonna win this one. But in fact, honestly, this is probably the. It's probably not even gonna be close. I feel like
It shouldn't be.
Buffalo has been hot lately. I agree with you. Especially early in the season, they were definitely janky, and Josh Allen still has a huge problem with turnovers. Definitely not a fan of
Damn.
that. But he got that gunslinger mentality. He always forgets the next play, and a guy like that is always dangerous. It's like they say when you got somebody with nothing to lose, how dangerous they are. That's Josh Allen. He plays like he's got nothing to lose. Like he caution to the wind, he airs that thing out. And it's in Buffalo. The crowd is gonna be incensed, and the weather is well. Pittsburgh is used to the weather as well, but ain't none of them
Yeah.
got an arm that's cut through that wind like Josh Allen.
The only thing I worry about Buffalo is like they play to the competition. If they playing like a big time team, they play big time. But when they playing the scrub teams, and not calling Pittsburgh a scrub team, but like they barely got in, and they might play down to the competition, and that'll make it weird. Like anything can happen.
They do,
So
but they do
hopefully,
tend to show up for the most part. I would say in the playoffs.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
they
like I
do.
say, they probably the hottest team coming into the playoffs. I mean, if you think about it, the halfway point of the season, we was talking about they ain't look like they was gonna make it into the playoffs, and they got when they got rid of their coordinator, Kellen, the old Miami Hurricanes quarterback. I can't Ken Dorsey. When they
Dorsey.
got rid of Ken Dorsey, but they come in as the number 2 seed in the AFC. Like, how the hell did that happen? Remember earlier in the year we had like Baltimore and KC and Miami and Jacksonville, all of them knotted up. Who was gonna make the number 1 seed?
And
Buffalo was nowhere
and
in it.
then right in the middle of the season at the midway mark, we looked up and Joe Burrow and them was right there. We was like, damn, they was dead too. It was crazy. And then you looked up, they was right there. Like,
Yeah,
man.
but the Bills they just got hot, man, and I think that hey, they always say this is the right time to get hot, and I think that
Not there,
carries
bro.
on, man. I think
Yeah.
they should win
I
this
got
one handily.
Buffalo. They should blow these boys out easy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
moving on, and this one is I think gonna be a tough one. I know on the surface one team has the advantage, but I don't know, man. But on Sunday, man, the first NFC game, we got the number 7 Green Bay Packers traveling to the number 2 Dallas Cowboys. We got the Packers going up against their old coach, and McCarthy. What do you think about this matchup, man? I know Dallas is the heavy favorite, but they got some weapons in Green Bay. That defense hold
Yeah.
them off.
You know, out of all the games that are on the schedule this week, this game right here, Dallas is a different team on that turf. Like they play faster, they play better. You know what I'm saying? Dak could get his little shit off at home a lot. But this guy, Dallas is on upset alert. I'm telling you, bro. I'm taking Dallas in this game, but they are on upset alert. These boys is gonna come in here. Green Bay is playing with house money, bro. They got no business.
They are.
It's their year ahead. They're a year ahead of schedule, bro. And
And
you know how
I
the
think
young
Jordan Love then played himself into an extension.
Yeah, bro, he gonna come in here unconscious, bro, and he gonna try to knock these boys off. I feel like Dallas is gonna win because Green Bay with the youth and experience, they gonna make a key mistake. But if they don't, they might sneak and knock Dallas ass out the playoffs. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for this game, bro. At first, I was like, Dallas is gonna chew these boys up, and then I dug in and I went and watched some tape, and I was like, I saw some stuff, bro, that they do that Dallas struggles against a lot. I was like, oh my god, they gonna spread them boys out. They gotta if they can execute and they can not turn the ball over. Because when Dallas is at home and they get turnovers and they play from the ahead, it's tough. But if they could go in there and not turn the ball over and play their game, they could come up out of there with a dub, bro. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for this game. I'm taking Dallas in a squeaker. I got Dallas winning 31-28 field goal game.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Um,
Yeah.
so for one, shout out to Dallas and they fans. You know, we stay out here in the Dallas area, so we gotta get it on a regular basis, especially with neither one of us being Cowboys fans. I will say for myself, and I know for a fact you too, we not necessarily Cowboy haters. Uh, I don't feel one way or the other if they win. I'm gonna congratulate all of the fans and everything like that. They got a lot of players that I really like. I like Dak. I like CD. I like Micah Parsons and so on and so forth. A
I
Deron
like
Bland
CD.
kid.
And
All of it. And we pretty much said for the most part over the last few weeks that Dallas needed a home game. This was their best shot to finally get a win. With all that being said, I'm gonna have some Cowboys fans mad at me, but I think this is where our first disagreement comes in. I think I'm going for the upset. I think I'm gonna go and pick the Packers in this one, and
oh,
reason being, and I know they're gonna at me. The Cowboys fans gonna at me, and hey, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm not gonna feel no type of way. I'm gonna be congratulative and all of that. Like I said, I like a lot of their players, but for one, Aaron Jones is back, and
oh,
he has been hot, and they're a much different team with him.
hey, hey.
They got the rookie tight end is back, Musgrave, Tucker Craft, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs. I don't know the status of Christian Watson. He might play. I don't know. I hadn't heard no injury report with him out. Um, and I'm blanking on another one, on the other receiver. They got Bo Melton. Um, this offense has turned into a just downright dynamic offense, and that coach, he's gotten real creative. I like the way he's been calling this thing. Shout out to Shawn Michaels. He say Dallas
LaFleur.
is on upset alert. Yeah, Matt LaFleur. Um, I like the way he's been calling this thing, man. And I think I'm with you on the fact that I think this is gonna be a close game, but I'm riding with the Packers, man. I think they just got so much firepower, and I think that run game, Aaron Jones is gonna give them some fits, man.
I see. You know what, bro? I didn't know AJ was playing, and he's from Dallas. He's coming to show
Man, he
out.
did since he been back. I think he got like 5 straight games of 100 plus yards. Like,
Hey, and that's Dallas's Achilles heel, straight up. And bro, you got me ready to change my pick, bro. That's crazy. I didn't even know he was playing, bro. That's
don't change.
crazy.
We're
Hey,
supposed to
look,
disagree on something.
nah, I'm riding with that. I think Dallas is gonna win still, but Matt LaFleur could easily outcoach the dinosaur over there on the Dallas Cowboys sideline.
Yeah,
For real,
man.
like
You know, this is the 2.0. I'm the replacement, but I am the stronger. Um,
yeah, for
and I gotta be honest, man. I want Dak to finally get him a playoff win. I want that monkey off his back, but
Oh, he got two. He got two playoff wins.
Do we? Okay, but
Yeah,
I
he
think
got two.
um, it's just too much coming from Green Bay. They hot right now. They look like a different team in the second half. Another team is gotten hot down the stretch. So
No
yeah, I'm
doubt.
riding with the Packers and all that heavy firepower, that heavy artillery, man.
Oh,
And this coming
man.
from a diehard Bears fan, I almost, if I wasn't on camera, I'd probably puke after saying that. But
Oh, that's why I'm
I
over here
gotta be
like, ooh,
unbiased. I gotta be
ooh.
unbiased. I know a few people
I
that'll be
like
happy
that.
to
I
hear
like
that.
that you did that, bro. I like how you picked them like that, bro. Like I know it's gonna be close and they gonna fight. I just feel like they're gonna make a critical mistake and then Dallas gonna capitalize on it. But if they don't do that, they should be able to pull it off though. Straight up.
Yeah.
I don't like Michael Parsons, bro. I don't like Michael Parsons. I like his talent. I just don't like when he starts talking because he sounds stupid. He's like Draymond when he started talking, but he's talented as hell though. But I like DeMarcus Lawrence and CD Lamb. I don't like Dak. No, I've never really liked Dak. It ain't nothing against him. I just don't like him.
I like.
I see.
The one bias that I will admit to. I like to see all the black quarterbacks do good. I remember a time when we
Oh
were a
no, hey,
rarity.
bro, I'm like that too, bro. I'm like that too. Bro, boy, only one I don't root for is Russell Wilson, but I still be like, you know what
I
I'm
even
saying? 'Cause
still root for him, man. Hey,
I
that's
can't rock that.
I will
Yeah.
admit that's my Achilles heel. I like again. I remember a time when it was hardly none of us. Like Cordell Stewart was the top one, but it's a new day, and
Like, look, bro, not to get off subject, but I'm so like that with the brother quarterbacks. I heard somebody say something about CJ Stroud, and I was proud of it, but deep down, I was like, yeah, I was like, it made me proud because they was like, he's so good. Look, I heard somebody say this real quick, not to get off subject. I heard somebody say this. CJ Stroud so good. Out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, there's only two that they'll take over him. And they said Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. And I was like, oh my God, that is awesome. So they put him third behind them two. And then I thought, the NFL is so much. It's so, what have you done for me lately? I don't know if I'm putting him over Joe Burrow, bro. Healthy Joe Burrow? Yeah, I don't know. But
yeah, no, that one I can't.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm taking CJ Stroud over not only Pat and Lamar, but Josh and Joe too. I don't know. I'm just saying. As shaky as Josh Allen is with the turnovers, like bro, like I don't know, bro. I
I
don't know.
think that I would take CJ over Josh, but not over those other three.
Ooh,
Not over the other three. I think Joe Burrow. I'll pencil him in between Pat and Lamar. I think Joe Burrow is the number two in the league. Um,
I thought that. See, I thought that, bro. But the way Lamar played this year
Without a doubt,
and the
he
way he
finally
threw
got
the
some
ball, I was
weapons.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Joe been special since college. Like, and it ain't falling off at all. He just wasn't
Nah.
there. He got hurt. Granted, he started the season off bad, but they definitely need to tighten up that offensive line because
Hey, and
he's
they
been
said
getting
that.
banged
That's
up a lot.
why they said that's why they will take CJ over Joe because Joe's always hurt. He's injury prone. I was like, oh,
Well,
and I tried to fight that, and I was like, you know what? In the NFL, the best ability is availability. I was like,
that's
that's
facts.
real.
That's facts. But I will
Joe is
say,
always hurt.
in Joe Burrow's defense, they had a terrible offensive line since he got there, and
Horrible.
everybody wanted them to go offensive line when they drafted Jamar Chase. And
Right.
I thought they made the right choice in getting Jamar Chase because that was a pairing that you had to put together. But they had a bad offensive line then. But the fact that they drafted such a good receiver saved them. But yeah, that's definitely a problem with them. But just skill wise, I think Joe Burrow is probably my number two quarterback. But it's still early. CJ could pass him. And Lamar had an amazing season. So we'll see if that continues on. I just don't want to jump just off of 1 year.
Nah,
Um,
nah. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But yeah, the sky's the limit for CJ though. He just getting started, so he can make his way up there. That is absolutely a possibility. He don't turn over the ball, and he got a very accurate arm, and he's done it with pretty much nothing around him. Nico Collins was unheard of before this year, and he had been in the league for a couple years already.
Oh no, I see. I like them at
Yeah,
Michigan
because he's
because
Michigan
I'm
guy.
Wolverine.
We know them Wolverines, but he was an unknown. Nobody
No
thought that.
doubt.
Oh, once you put Nico Collins, CJ Stroud is going down. It wasn't like that.
Nah, Tank Dell was better than him on paper. That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
So shout out to CJ for he made them better, man.
Nah, for real. For real. Somebody even had me. Somebody even tried to get in my head and tell me like, would I take him over Brock Purdy? I was like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I don't want. Oh, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't bring me into this one, bro. Let me. Damn, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of y'all. Get the fuck out of my house, man.
Hey, it's a lot of Bears fans that's mad that the Bears gave up the number one pick last year and didn't get CJ Stroud. But CJ didn't want to come.
What?
CJ Stroud didn't want to come to the Bears because him and Justin Fields are like that. He didn't want to take his job.
Yeah. Come on,
Um,
man. Don't do that. Yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot of people that say that on TV and just across the city of Chicago. Um, but moving on, man. The next game we got another um, another matchup between former a former member of another team going to visit the previous team. We got the Rams, the number 6 Rams at the number 3 Lions, man. Matt Stafford going back to Detroit for a playoff game. That Detroit fan base, that crowd is finna be absolutely insane. Oh my God.
Hey, this game right here got me thinking. This whole first round got me thinking about the homie T, bro, and the conspiracy theories. Okay, so you got Tyree. Y'all
Good
eat up
scripts. Good scripts this
the
season.
script.
Good
Yeah.
script.
So y'all you mean to tell me all of this is just a coincidence? Pat Mahomes gets to play Tyreek first round in Kansas City.
Real.
Mike McCarthy gets to face his old team. Okay. Matthew Stafford gets to go back to Detroit with the ring against Jared Goff. Come on.
The script. And side note, I don't mean to cut you off, but side note, you remember at the beginning of the season when they had the commercials about the NFL script? Man, how dope would it be if going into the game they do another one and just talk about the script came together just how we like.
We should shoot that commercial.
Man,
We should
NFL,
shoot that.
y'all need a promo guy, John Jay. Holla at your boy. Matter of fact, holla at the On My Sports squad. We'll both hire y'all through the roof.
Man.
And we'll tell you about yourselves with that Peacock deal.
Let me tell you something, bro. This game right here.
Shawn Michaels say fire. Shout out.
This is the hardest one for me to pick, bro. I'm totally unbiased. I want to see. Damn, bro. And for the playoff games, the reason I picked Cleveland is because Cleveland is the better comp for Baltimore. You feel me? So with this Detroit game, Detroit against the Rams, like who's the better comp for San Francisco or Dallas? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Detroit already beat Dallas, even though the refs took it from them. The Rams could beat anybody, bro. This is crazy. This game is crazy, bro. I don't
talk
know.
about another coach that's been to the Super Bowl. That won
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
like-
He's been to 2 of them. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna take reluctantly. I'm going to go with the road team. Reluctantly. I'm
Upset
going with
alert.
the road.
We need some sirens.
Yeah, right. This is gonna be an upset. Yeah, this is the upset. The Rams are gonna go in there and they gonna win this game, bro. It's gonna be
Mm,
crazy.
I like it.
I think I think they go in there and pull this upset off. But I hate it because Detroit's having a great year. I just feel like Matthew Stafford going in there, he gonna flex on these dudes, bro. Puka gonna show out. Cooper Cup's there.
Shout out to Puka. Broke the rookie receiver
What's the
record.
what's the running back's name? I like the little running back they got too.
Uh, Kieran Williams. Kyron Williams.
Yeah, like I man, it's crazy. I just feel like Detroit, just they gotta pay their dues, bro. They gotta pay their dues. They gotta pay their dues, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Um, I
They got a
definitely.
raw deal. They got a raw deal, bro. They should be the 2 seed, but because of all of that, we ain't gonna dwell on it. They got screwed. I just feel like Matthew Stafford's coming back home to flex, bro, for real. I just think they get up out of there with this dub. I feel like Sean McVay got something up his sleeve for Dan Campbell and the crew over there. But it's hard, bro. It's hard. I want to say Detroit, but I just feel like the Rams. I'm telling you, the Rams are gonna win this game, bro. For real.
I like it. I like it. Definitely like some of your points, but I will have to say this is another one that I'm gonna have to disagree on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one, the home team. Like I say, they first time hosted in 30 years versus a team that's been there. They just won a couple years ago, so definitely gonna be tough. And Matt Stafford knows that place, but um, the Detroit Lions offensive line is immaculate,
No
absolutely
doubt.
immaculate, and because of that, that running game is they're not gonna be able to stop that running game. I feel. Now I don't know,
Mm.
and maybe you could tell me: is Sam Laporta gonna be healthy for this game, or is he out? I didn't catch
Yeah,
the
I don't
injury
know. I was
report
thinking.
on that one, and I know he got hurt in the last game of the season.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. And that was a deciding factor for me. Like it looked bad. It didn't look like an ACL. It looked like maybe a sprain. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It just seems like that's gonna hurt them. They lost somebody else too, a good linebacker in that last game of the season they played.
Really convinced. I wouldn't be surprised if there is an upset with Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup, Matt Stafford. Like they could go crazy, but I believe that running game is the X factor. Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. David Montgomery will wear down the defense, and Jameer Gibbs will go crazy. I'm not far off from what we saw last night in the Michigan game. Ironically enough, it's the same state, Detroit and Michigan.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is that
but
same vibe I get from this game right here. Like I took the Ram. I'm taking the Rams because they had a like they had a common opponent this year, a good opponent this year. Both teams, Detroit and the Rams, both played the number one overall seed in the AFC. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. You saw what they did to Detroit. They murdered Detroit.
they did.
But the Rams had it 35-35, and they had about 4 missed holding calls. It took that and a kick return on that punt return or whatever that was. They held like 4 different people. I felt like the refs just didn't call it. They was tired. Like let's get up out of here, bro. Yeah, the Rams, bro. The way they played the Baltimore Ravens right before the Ravens went into San Fran and did what they did convinced me that the Rams are going to be a tough out, bro, for anybody. Like,
Yeah,
for real.
absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that. They are a tough out, and like I say, they've been there. So anytime Matt
Yeah.
Stafford and Coach Sean McVay, anytime you want to get somebody with that
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
it's a whole nother ball
But
game.
I
Jared Goff has
also
been there
know,
as well, though.
Yeah,
with Sean
he
McVay.
went to a Super Bowl, bro. Jared Goff led them boys to the Super Bowl. They just lost.
But I will
But
say, who knows Jared Goff's weaknesses more than Sean McVay? I will say that
right,
for the
right.
Rams.
And who knows Matthew Stafford's weaknesses more than Detroit? And one thing I know about Matthew Stafford, he is an interception waiting to happen. He
Both
will
of
throw
them,
you
him
the
and
ball.
Jared Goff. If I'm being honest, both of them, both of them.
Nah, for
This
real. For
this
real.
game could have a lot of turnovers in it. But
I can't wait
I
for
like the
that game, bro.
whole collection of the Detroit weapons, and not
I
to
really
mention,
want. I wish that game was on. I wish they had that game on Monday night. Man, that game.
but it's prime time Sunday though. That's the NBC game, so
Yeah, yeah.
still that's still a great spot for it. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, the
I
Sun
can't believe they
God
didn't give
and
that prime time spot to America's team. Can you believe that?
yeah, I can because Fox.
But they
Green,
really ain't
Green
America's
Bay and
team.
Dallas just feels like a Fox game.
It does. Hell
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, they them weapons, man. Jameer Gibbs, that speed over there is gonna be a problem. I believe this is a game. The rookies on both sides, I think, gonna go crazy in this game. No, Puka Nacua, he don't have a big game, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Shawn Michaels. Say Cowboys ain't America's team.
No, for real. Because I was thinking, like, why they ain't on prime time? That's America's team, man.
But also I think because 30 years since the Lions been there and they finally got an exciting, entertaining team, I'm not mad at the league for doing that. It
Bro,
makes
they
sense.
fun to watch. The Detroit Lions are fun to watch, bro.
That's gonna be
Hell yeah.
a super fun game.
Yeah, I love it. I love that matchup.
But then yeah, last game, last but not least, on Monday, we got the number 5 Eagles at the number 4 Bucks. What you got in this one?
Man, the way Philly,
Ask.
yeah, the way Philly been looking, bro, it's crazy. Like Cowboy fans so delusional. Somebody told me, a Cowboy fan told me, hey man, Philly ain't been the same since Dallas gave him that ass whooping. I looked at them like, bro, stop. Before that Dallas ass whooping came that San Fran ass whooping. They ain't been the same since Big Dom got slapped in the face by Greenlaw.
Facts.
Bro, man, it's like,
Facts. Yeah.
I was like, come
Since
on, man.
he
This
ain't
is
been
what
allowed to be on the sideline,
This is
apparently he
my
was more
problem with the
important.
Dallas Cowboy fans. They always think they got something to do with something when they don't. I was like, man, come on, bro. It all started when Big Dom got slapped, bro. They ain't been the same since.
You're right. You're right. That's hilarious, but you're right. But and also, I think
Nah,
it shows the
I think,
importance of the coordinators. Them losing their coordinators
bro,
on both sides changed a lot for
Philly
them.
got Philly got the better team on paper, but they've been playing like shit. I know Baker only had 136 yards this last game. They won the division though. They at home. And Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they should be able to torment that weak ass secondary. I think Baker and them win. Are they the 4th seed?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Tampa at home.
I'm thinking about it. Like, bro, if you right and Detroit wins against the Rams, and then Baker and them win against Philly, do you know Detroit goes back to Dallas?
Well, yeah. If Dallas wins, I picked Packers, but yeah.
Right. I'm just saying. If I'm thinking they gonna let Dallas win. They gonna let them win. Now I'm just thinking like I'm trying to think ahead. Like, man, that's gonna be wicked. Like, bro, we just skated up out of there, and the refs gave us a victory, and here they come again. Dan Campbell and them coming in here again. Or we get Dallas against Tampa, and the Rams against the 49ers. It's gonna be dope, bro. I can't wait. Can't wait to see how it plays out. But yeah, I think Tampa wins that game. I want to
Okay.
say Philly, but they just ain't been showing me nothing, bro. And then we don't know about AJ Brown. What's up with AJ Brown? What they say?
That I don't know. Again, I didn't really check.
Oh, like
I didn't
how
get a
can they
chance to.
keep that from us? Are they allowed to even keep that? They should already disclose that, right?
Not
They keep that, or do
necessarily,
they?
because it's only Tuesday. I believe the injury report's got to be out by like Thursday, Friday, something
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no, they don't necessarily have to. Um,
Yeah, I've been trying to see what's up with that so I can pick my parlay, but I'm like, damn, what's going on with that? They being real tight lipped about that AJ Brown situation. I know when it's bad, like when it's an ACL, immediately it comes out. Yeah, ACL, MRI, whatever. I ain't heard nothing, so maybe it ain't that bad. So I don't
um,
know.
so this one, for me, this one is interesting, and I gotta say, it is almost embarrassing now that Philly has to go to Tampa. like, like that's almost an embarrassment for Philly, if I'm being honest. And
Nah, for
they've
real.
gone in the opposite direction. They've looked like absolute trash over the last month and a half. Um, but I'm gonna have to pick Philly in this one. Um,
Ooh,
I know,
break it
I
down,
know.
bro. Break this
I'm gonna have
down.
to pick Philly in this one because one, if by chance AJ is able to play, um, or if he's not, Devontae Smith, track meet, and that he gone. That speed is gonna be a problem. Hopefully, they can get something out of DeAndre Swift. They can run the ball more, but I like the defense on the defensive line for Philly. I think they're gonna give Baker some problems. It comes down to I trust Baker less, even less than I trust Jalen Hurts. Um,
Yeah, that's
and
facts.
this is a team that's coming, even though they through hell this year. They coming off a Super Bowl run.
No doubt.
A run, well, getting to the Super Bowl.
It's a
I
new
do
season.
acknowledge, I definitely acknowledge how bad it's been for them of late. But I just
Yeah.
think that they might luck out with the opponent. I'm not that sold on Tampa. Although they're only a few years removed from the Super Bowl themselves. Um, and they still got a good defense, and Mike Evans is finna get paid. Baker, I think, has played himself into an extension. And I even gave Baker a shout out a couple of weeks ago as an honorable mention in our MVP race. Not saying that he's an MVP candidate, but I had to give him an honorable mention because he had a nice bounce back year.
No
But
doubt.
like I said, it comes down to I trust him even less than I trust Jalen Hurts. So that's why I'm gonna have to say Philly. Um, so
Give
Shawn
me the
Michael say
score. Give
Philly.
me the score of
Shawn
that
Michael
game.
say
Give me the
Philly
score.
question mark. So are you question marking? I'm a little confused on that. Is the question mark because you surprised I picked Philly, or are you question marking because you thinking Philly maybe? Um,
Right.
a score? Ooh,
Give me the score on that one,
that's
bro.
tough. This should be a Saturday afternoon game. The fact that it's on Monday night is hell.
This should
Um,
be the noon, Saturday at noon. Yes. Oh man.
I would have to say 20-13.
Oh,
20-13
yeah,
Philly.
that type
Um,
of game. That's what I'm expecting too. That type of game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not excited about it. I'm not gonna lie,
It's the only
but
game. It's the only game that's mid to me out of all the matchups. This is a
yeah,
mid matchup.
I agree. I agree. And whoever, no matter, I think whoever wins this game gonna get absolutely trounced in the second round.
The next round, they get beat the fuck up, straight up.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Yeah,
because all of the potential matchups don't look good for both of those teams. So,
at all. Yeah.
but yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, y'all get in those comments and give us y'all picks. I'm curious to see that. But yeah, that was cool. We didn't agree on everything, so I like that. I like the way it went down.
No
But
doubt.
definitely looking forward to this upcoming playoff run. And just real quick before we get out of here, man, um, Black Friday went down yesterday. I mean, Black Friday, Black Monday went down yesterday. It wasn't a whole lot of movement, not like we thought could be with all of the coaches. But I think a big part of that is because so many coaches left during the year. Shawn Michaels clarified that. He said Philly out of there. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Like I say, that one could go either way. I'm not that overly excited about it. I just don't have faith in either of those teams. But
Nah, for real.
um, but the coaching carousel, it wasn't a whole lot of movement yesterday. I think mainly because so much was done during the season. This was black season for a lot of these coaches, but still a lot of good open jobs out there. So I just real quick want to play a little game, have a little fun with this as far as some of these coaching candidates and who do you think could go where? And the first candidate that I'm gonna mention is the hot name. Well, one of the hottest names aside from Jim Harbaugh. We're gonna get into him next, but um, well, I might save him for last. Keep y'all still watching, but one hot name this year is Detroit offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. So some of the open jobs as of right now. It's still early in the process. We know sometimes later on in the week other coaches get fired or whatever the case may be. But as of right now, um, we got the Atlanta job is open, the Carolina job is open, the Vegas Raiders job is open, the Chargers job is open, and the Titans job is open, and the Commanders job. So for Ben Johnson, coordinator from the. Okay, wait.
Sure.
Actually, I'm sorry. Let's do this different. Let's go over the teams because it's candidates that I don't even know the names for, and I don't want to miss out on them. So let's go with the teams instead. The Atlanta Falcons job. What coach do you think fits that team best?
Ben Johnson, the guy you was just talking about, Ben Johnson. They need to hire him. I like his scheme with the weapons they got over there, and they just need to figure out who the signal caller is, and then let's go from there.
Yeah, I like it. Especially seeing what he did with CJ or with Jameer Gibbs this season
Yeah,
for Detroit.
yeah,
He get his
yeah.
hands on Bijan Robinson. Sky's the
Yes.
limit. Sky's the limit. I like that.
Got Drake London over there. You got Kyle Pitts over there. You just need somebody to throw the ball. That's it. You got a
Yeah,
lockdown corner. Defense is decent. Got some shit to play with over there, bro. Arthur Blank to open up the checkbook for you. Like that's a good situation. I want to see Ben go over there. I really do.
yeah,
And I
absolutely. I
don't want
like that. I like that because they got actually a lot of similarities to Detroit as far as that running game, Algier and Bijan. That's a nice little one-two
yeah,
punch that you could do a lot of what you did this year. And
yeah.
and with the way they use tight ends, Kyle Pitts would be licking his chops to have him come in.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, I like that.
Who
I like that.
I just
Ben
don't
Johnson.
I don't want them to get Russell Wilson though. Like they should get a youngster
I,
out the draft.
I think, and that's a good side note. That's not a
Yeah.
topic on here, so I can talk about that real quick though. But for me personally, I think the best spot for Russ is go to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Go to Pittsburgh. They gonna get him at a deal because Denver is still gonna have to eat that contract.
Yep.
Um, but get over there with those weapons over there. I think that could
They can
change the
win a
game in
chip over there.
Pittsburgh. That
Russ
could change the
Russ
game
can
in
win a chip
Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, worst team in the league this year, the Carolina Panthers. Which candidate you think would be a good fit with the Carolina Panthers? It's probably a tough one because they need so much.
Yeah, it's tough. Hardball, but I don't want him to go there. You know what I'm saying? But they might give him the most money, and he could do it. It's gonna be hard. but I don't want him to go there though. I want him to go somewhere else. I think you know who I think should go to Carolina legit, but probably won't do it because they ain't gonna let him have the same general manager slash coaching duties he had in New England. But I'd like to see Belichick go over there,
Ooh.
start from scratch, see what he's really about.
Okay. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I got another name for you that I would like to see go over there, or that I could see going over there. Um, because this move is all about Bryce Young. You got to get somebody that can get the most out of Bryce Young. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you a name that's probably not a well-known name, but um, the Houston offensive coordinator Bobby Slowik, with the work that he did with C.J. Stroud, with the year that C.J. Stroud had, I think this is the guy that you probably want to bring in for Bryce Young.
Mm.
I think that'll be a good look for that squad. Um, he might be able to get the most out of him, in my opinion.
You know what? I
Uh,
thought you were gonna say Eric Bieniemy.
if I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that either. It just Eric Bieniemy don't seem to really get these coaching opportunities. He only get like one or two interviews, and it doesn't end up working out for him. I almost feel like he gonna still end up being a coordinator. Although I think he should be a head coach. He got something
Yeah.
out of Sam Howell, at least for the majority of the year.
I'm saying like put him over there with Bryce and get some weapons over there. See what he can
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I like that. I'm not mad at that either. But I definitely like Slowick. I think he's a hot up and coming name, and like I said,
Nah,
the
he's
work